Welcome, my beautiful souls. How are we doing today? Great, I hope. This is Bella with Red Dragon Intuitive Tarot, my beautiful souls. How are we doing? How are we doing? This is just me living my best life sitting out near the porch without a screen, guys. I don't think we'll be getting any of nature's little photo bombers, but if I do, please, excuse that, guys. Welcome, and welcome once again to my platform, Red Dragon Intuitive Tarot. Everybody's welcome. If you are a new viewer on our platform, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, or if you're coming over from another platform that I have, hoi, 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 hoi. How are you all doing today, my beautiful souls? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Okay, that's what I hope for all of you guys. If you want to become part of the Red Dragon family, be a baby dragon, or just be a dragon, if you want to become part of the spiritual tribe, feel free to squash that subscribe button. If you are liking the videos that I'm producing, please go ahead. And if you resonate with them, of course, like and share, comment. I welcome feedback as long as it's positive. Well, not positive. I mean, you can give feedback as long as it's not like very negative stuff that we're posting. How can I ask for all positive? I meant, uplifting. We can uplift others, guys. Look, guys, I use two methods of doing tarot. Of course, number one is I'm an intuitive tarot, which is a little bit different from the basic, or it's just a word. I use my intuition. I don't always follow what the book says. I didn't learn with the books. That's why. I learned in another method. I'm self-taught, guys. But I also do the channeling method, guys. I just had lunch, guys, or an early lunch, or early dinner, whatever. I use the channeling method. And guys, basically, I get messages all day long. And for some reason, I got a message a little while ago, which is what's promoting this reading, because I'm kind of curious to see what comes out. And when I was a really little girl, guys, because this started when I was young. When I was a little girl, and I started getting these messages, that would freak everyone out around me. I learned to speak, and the people around me understood that I would speak. And what I would say didn't have to make sense at that time. But later on, something would happen, and I would have been, if I hadn't spoken, I would have been like, no one's going to believe me. So now when I get a message that I feel is important, I'm going to pass it on. So here's my first channeled message from earlier from Spirit, guys. This is what Bird is saying is the word. This is some of the lowdown on the spiritual streets right now. This has something to do with the energy around us and within us, because if you're watching this video, then, that's energy. Guys, I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's not just about prayers. If you're feeling frustrated, and this includes prayers, wishes, manifestations, anything you're trying to call into your life, any kind of issue that you are trying to resolve through whatever faith it is that you follow, because I welcome everybody, all walks of life, all, faith, as long as it's not hateful or extremely negative, because, I work with both, so it doesn't really matter to me. These messages are for everybody, but it's not just about the prayer or the manifesting, guys. It's about the power of understanding the power behind your words. And then above the words, or before the words, actually, because I'm remembering the messages I'm going along, is the faith in your prayer. A prayer or a manifestation without faith, my beautiful souls, is just words, okay? Without you understanding how powerful your words are, and without the faith in those words, you might not be getting the results you want. Without love, guys, for yourself and for your enemies, if you're having an issue, no one's going to answer a prayer about doom and gloom, guys, upon another person, okay? Without love, it doesn't even have to be love, like, just wish them well, guys. Without that, The message could be overlooked, or not. You're not getting what you want out of the manifestation or prayer or whatever it is that you're trying to do or accomplish. Okay, we have to understand that the problems that we have today in our lives may have taken a long time to be created. We may be seeing the fruits of those problems or the consequences of those problems, but it was actually put into action a long time ago. So along with faith and the power of your words, okay, or manifestations in your prayers or whatever, you have to have patience. And you have to have love. And you have to understand that once you put in your petition for whatever it is that you're looking for, the universe will look it over and then verify, yes, they're telling the truth, they're being honest, whatever. This needs to get fixed and this needs to get fixed, but once those prayers, or you cannot pray for something and then it show up for you, and then you don't want to let go of what you currently have. You cannot live with 1 foot in the past and 1 foot now. You can't have it both ways. There's that biblical, that biblical scripture that says that the Lord will, vomit you out like lukewarm vomit. Well, so will the universe. You can't be wishy-washy. You have to be very direct. You have to be honest. You have to, your intentions have to be full of love and good intentions. Okay? This is the way I know how to do it. If there's another way that you all do it, that's fine. Excuse me. But I've just seen a lot of people on my platforms really struggling, guys, on their own feeds. If you're somebody that's struggling, just understand that your prayers have been heard, but everything comes in divine timing. The Creator, the Lord, God, the universe works in their own time, guys. Maybe you're being taught patience. Maybe you're having temperance. Maybe you're being taught something. Okay, guys? I don't know who needed to hear that, and I don't know if it's going to be part of the reading. Sorry, guys. That was a bit long-winded. Yes. So this is really like 2 readings in one. So for anyone who needed to hear that, guys, there you go. I'm putting it out there. I'm just saying it because since I received that message when I was doing some channeling earlier, I felt it important. I don't always channel. I don't always, pass along everything I hear because sometimes it's personal. But I think that by what I'm observing and I'm seeing out in the world, and I'm seeing people just struggle. If you're struggling right now, guys, basically just keep on doing what you're doing. Do it with love and faith, and you'll get eventually to where you need to be. You have to put the work in. You have to understand that once you put your petition in, the universe is going to find its unique ways of removing what you don't need. We have to learn how to have acceptance with whatever's happening. Now, I understand some people may be going through some really hard times, So everyone's going to be a bit different, guys, okay? But let's go ahead and get this started. It's going to be a general whatever comes out reading. I don't know if that channeling is going to affect the reading or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. We're going to start at the bottom. Oh, this is so funny, guys. Learning to let go of the past, guys. Some of us are living in the past. We see that he or she is looking at the cups that they've lost, and you're not seeing what the universe is sending you. Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I knew there was a reason I had to include that other part. I'm sorry, I'm really sweaty, guys. Include that other part in the reading. And here we go. It's the 4 of Cups, guys. Some of us have our head in the past, so far deep into the past that you're not seeing the blessings that you're getting. My beautiful souls. You are somebody that you're dealing with. I'm pretty sure it's my soul tribe. Whoever's watching this needs to hear this. Let's keep on going, guys. What else do my spirit tribe need to know? That was actually kind of impressive, guys. I did the reading before the reading, and the reading's confirming that. Let's see what else. What else the cards have for us, guys. Let's go ahead. Oh, you see, there we go. Okay. By being stuck in the past, okay, you are missing out on the blessings that the universe is sending you, guys, without having the patience and the temperance. You're not allowing things to grow, guys. Things are being shifted around. If you look, I'm going to put these down, guys. If you look in her hand, this is the 9 of Pentacles. This is anything you take your time and effort to grow, guys. She's got a bird. This can be male or female. in her hand. Okay, this means that your intuition may be blocked because we are living too much in the past, or we're refusing to let something go, guys. Someone is trying to be wishy-washy, trying to keep what they have, which may no longer serve them, and then put in the work and the effort for the prayers and the manifestations, whatever craft it is. You're putting in the work and the effort at work. You're putting the work and the effort into that relationship, and there's no change. Okay? So then what are we going to do? We're going to stop looking and focusing on what we've lost to pay attention to what the universe is saying. Somebody in my collective is not receiving the messages that their intuition, that spirit, or the higher power is trying to give them. You're too busy fighting the Five of Swords, okay? Too busy fighting battles. You know, it reminds me of that song "Zombie" by the Cranberries. In your head, you're still fighting. Who are you guys fighting? If it's in the past and it's something you're holding on to, you know, could it be that somebody walked away? Could it be that someone perhaps took you for granted? But you stood your ground. Remember that not all losses are losses, my beautiful souls. So for right now, you're dwelling in the past. You're not producing your manifestations and your prayers the way you would like. Whatever it is that you're crafting, whatever it is that you're growing in your life, my beautiful souls. Because remember, I said on this channel, the pentacle always represents something that takes your time, effort, and energy, guys. But you're blocked. So therefore, that's where we got the message. At the beginning of this reading, I explained the steps for the blockages. In this case, we're getting confirmation, absolute confirmation about the channeling that I just did a little bit ago, that someone, you know, it could be any of the things I mentioned, okay? But someone that needs to hear this is holding on to a heartbreak. Three of Swords. Somebody walked away, guys. Somebody's not accepting this breakup, either you or the person involved. This is heartache. But this doesn't have to be romance. This could be the loss of a dear loved one, and if that's what it is, my beautiful collectives, my deepest condolences. Okay, but that didn't happen recently. It could have happened recently, but this is something that happened in the past. Some sort of loss, my beautiful souls, that has taken you down to your knees, okay? It has put you in your head to the point where it's blocking your manifestations and it's blocking your blessings, because there's something about this event in the past, in the past, that has got you stuck in your head. Either you're stuck in your head about it, you haven't gotten closure about it, or you're not feeling those feelings that need to be felt when you have to feel it to heal it. Now, my beautiful collective, I'm being told to say that sometimes the only closure you're going to get is no closure at all. I'm being told to say right now with just these cards that sometimes you're going to have to accept things in life. And there's something about this situation in the past, okay? Something about this situation that happened in the past that you cannot let go of, that you cannot process, or you want closure with, okay? And it's put you in a state of mind where you're in your head so much about it. You know, it's like the first thing you think about in the morning and the last thing you think about at night. This could be a tremendous loss of a loved one, like I said. You know, but sometimes by avoiding the feelings, we prolong the pain, guys, okay? That's all I'm being told to say. You are free, my beautiful souls, to take your time to heal. But understand that whatever this painful, and I'm being told it was painful for you. Now, remember, guys, it's about perspective. Whatever loss this was, to another person might not be a loss. But for you, whomever's hearing this, that is resonating with it, is going to understand that it's in your head. You're in your head about it so much that it's affecting your current timeline. It's not allowing you to receive the blessings that you're due. Okay? It's kind of like I'm getting the feeling it's making you afraid to live, guys. You know, death isn't scary, living is. Let's keep this going. Sometimes you have racing thoughts about this situation, and it has something to do with the family. Okay? I had not looked at these cards because I'm a hand talker. You know, I hadn't looked at the cards, but we've got the Four of Wands, and that's a home situation. It's in the reverse. And this is still heavy on your mind, causing racing thoughts about the heartache it has caused you. Someone I'm seeing, though, if it could be a personal loss of someone you loved. Someone walked away. Someone didn't value you. This could have been a first love, a true love. The dissolving, bless you, Bruce, the dissolving of a marriage or a relationship. You know, the loss of someone that's putting you in your head so hard that you're not listening to your intuition, okay? Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull this heartache so that we can get some clarity on that, my beautiful souls. I'm going to use my light deck with that. Spirit, can you go ahead and let us know, what about this Three of Swords for my spirit tribe? What about this Three of Swords? Okay. Oh my goodness, what's going on outside? Okay, what about this Three of Swords? Did you all hear that alarm? That police alarm? You know, you're going to be on the lookout in this part, guys. Okay, so what do we need to know about this heartache, my beautiful souls? And let's do this together. You're in your head, guys. You're in your head about perhaps the last words that you spoke to a loved one. You're in your head about the last argument you had with the love of your life before the last moments of whatever this ending was that is tremendously painful for you. We've got the Three of Cups. It could have ended because of a third party, my beautiful souls. It could have ended because of a third party that sent you into isolation and downtime. You had to heal your heart. My beautiful souls, haven't we been talking about this? If you find yourself, this is the message, my beautiful souls, connected to the channeling that I did here in front of you before I shuffled. Heal your hearts, my beautiful soul. Sit there and feel the anger, feel the rage, find a form of expression, start a journal, listen to some music, because as long as it's heartache, and I know, guys, I know that I may be speaking to somebody that has had a loss that's not romantic, okay? That is family connected, and if, like I said, if this is something that you are going through, then you need to process this, because you're still carrying this over from way back when, my beautiful souls. Look, you're in a time of isolation. You're protecting your heart. You're healing, but you're still in pain because we're checking out the Three of Swords. Okay, you have to heal it to feel it, because this unhealed version of yourself is causing like a wobble. Excuse me, spiritual burp. It's causing a wobble in your energy. It's sending your prayers or your manifestations, whatever it is that you're trying to grow and build and put energy into. It's creating a wobble and making it unsteady. You see, there we go. She's manifesting. She's manifesting with her crystals and her journals, and she's looking into her candle, and she is, meditating on growth, on emotional growth, and it's not happening. It's in reverse, guys. I'm doing this in front of you. I shuffled in front of you. Let's keep on going. No victory. You seem, this is so sad. I can feel it. This energy is profound, and it is deeper than perhaps even I can comprehend, guys. There's no victory in a situation where you're holding on to this heartache. A lot of infighting. There was a lot of fighting. A lot of arguments. Was there a lot of laying blame on one another, guys? You feel certain days, and this could be dealing with a mother figure, and we also got Leo. Hello, Leo. It's leaving you without strength. If it's guilt, It's eating you from the inside. If it's heartache, it's slowly draining you. Taking years from you guys. We need to heal this. You need to walk away from that pain, but you can't. You possibly tried to move from environments, move from state, move from a job, move to a different residence. You probably tried. And you feel without strength. You need to refer to the beginning of this video to see what it was that I said in the channeled message. You need to change that mindset. You need to take the steps to heal yourself. My beautiful soul, this is so profound. This is such a profound reading, guys, because I can feel it. I can feel what someone out there is feeling. Okay? You know, there's no illumination. There's no answers. There's no closure. It was all for nothing. That's what I'm hearing. It was all for nothing. Was there a risk taken by you with a third party, guys? Do you have guilt and remorse? Is this what this is? Is this what it could be? You know? Someone was taken for granted. They spilled the cup of love. This, Bruce, please stop. No Rambo today. This, whatever dynamic it was, someone, or both of you were taking each other for granted. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of lies, manipulations, and illusions. There was a snake in there somewhere. Third party interference. There we go. Okay. Perhaps you're like, how could I have not seen it? That's what I'm hearing Spirit whisper. How can I have not seen it? How could I have not seen the obvious? That's not your fault. It's not your job to see everybody else's secrets. It's your job to love the person or whatever this dynamic was, okay? You feel that God's not listening to you. You see right here. You feel like your prayers are not being answered. I refer you back to the beginning of this video so you can see what it is that I said. Have patience, my beautiful souls. Have patience. The universe has heard you. The universe, God, the Lord has seen the pain in your heart. The pain at the very pit of your soul. It's kind of like that saying in the Bible where it says, oh Lord, from the depths I cried to you. You know, hear me. And He's heard you. You know, your endless tears. You know, your sleepless nights. Whatever this may be, guys. You have been heard. Right now, you are not growing. You need to, you know, you're in the hangman position. You're stationary. You're waiting. What are we waiting for? Are we waiting? Okay. This at least makes me feel better a little bit. We're waiting. What are we waiting for, guys? For a person to come back? That may not happen. I can't even guarantee that, because at the beginning of the reading and in the channeled message it says you have to let go. You see? Four of Cups, once again. In the upright, you're too busy thinking about yesterday when you should be moving this way, guys. You see, God's like, look, something so much better that's worth much more than these three. Oh, my beautiful souls. Heartbreak is a bitch. I'm not even going to tell you, I've been you know what? I've been brokenhearted with my baby daddy. And it took me a long time, guys. You see, so I understand that healing comes in its own time, guys. Healing really does come in its own time. You may be dealing. There he goes, the Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You guys are being heartbreakers. You're bound. You feel like you're bound to this person, or this person feels bound to you. This could be what the person's feeling about you, guys. But I don't think so, not this much in depth. This has to be my spirit tribe. What was that line in that movie where the guy's trying to get close to the girl and she's just like, you just don't understand, do you? The girl he's like, what don't I understand? Because she found out he was manipulator, and she said, when you're ready for it, it's okay, but when you're not, it's forever. Oh, wow. I felt that. Oh, guys, this is like tragic love. Okay? There we go. But you see, if you let go of all of this heartache and pain, you're going to get a new love. Okay? You're in the tower moment, perhaps. Perhaps you feel, and I'm going to end it up with one. Oh, you can. Okay. You're in the tower moment in reverse. You're coming out of it, my loves, okay? it's making more sense. Do you hear that alarm? That's spirit telling you to listen. You know, alert, alert. This is an important message, guys. You're in the middle of smack dab one of the worst tower moments in your life, and you feel everything is falling apart. But it has to fall apart. It's kind of like being at a buffet. I keep spitting, guys. I'm sorry. It's kind of like being at a buffet, okay, guys? You only have enough for one plate. You only have enough room on one plate. You cannot stack upon that plate. You have to finish off that plate before getting more, right? So really, you're like in the metaphorical clearing of your plate and your palate, guys. Letting go and acceptance having to do with that channeled reading, guys. Letting go and accepting what is going to be how you get around this, because this must have been the loss of a family dynamic, or because I don't feel that there was a death. Okay, not a literal one. I hope not. I hope this is you reminiscing for something that you lost, that once you heal from, can be clearing those blockages, okay? You know, this could be your energy, their energy. Please do not force it to fit. And there are our alarms again, guys. If that's not the universe, I don't know what is. Please take care of yourselves, my beautiful souls. And if you were enjoying this video and it was able to resolve some of your issues or give you answers, please feel free to squash that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. You all have a wonderful day.